Hello. Hi everyone. Quick disclaimer while we start. I've had to turn on noise suppression again, so if my mic cuts out or sounds funny at any time, just let me know and I'll see if I can tweak anything about it. But hello everyone. Hi. Let me get chat up real quick. Sorry, I don't have you guys up. I'm sorry. Hi Ray, hi Icebox, hi Lexi, hi Thorjan, hi Drake, hi Tito, hi Spike. Good afternoon, well, good evening technically. Also hello Chris, hi Rika, hi Kex, hi Lonk, hi Nimby, hi Tim, hi Seabass, hi Theory, welcome in. Hi Cedric, hi, did I say Hirune? I don't think I did. Hi Hirune, hi Jolly, hi Pete, hi Arik, welcome. Hi Takun as well, hello. Your voice is lovely regards of mic quality, that's very sweet. I actually have 2 microphones now. And I've been meaning to try out which one's better, but I'm lazy. And I haven't had the time. Is that internet micro celeb to Mia Fenimore? I know. Wow. Don't call me micro celeb to get to my head, and my head's big enough. But no, I hope you all had a wonderful day today. I've had a very good day today, actually. I've had a pretty good day today. Mostly because I didn't think I was gonna get paid today, and I did, so I don't have to worry about food right now, which is always a good thing to have. But yeah, ASMR mic testing stream. I think I might just, I'll test the mic in my own free time, but talking about ASMR, there's an ASMR that I'm going to do, probably my first public one, that I'm going to do in probably... My estimate is 2 weeks, because next week is going to be there's going to be a sewing hand cam, and that's going to be my first public hand cam stream. And then the week after should hopefully be ASMR, just because right now I'm still coughing a bit. I still don't know why. I'm going to the doctors for it. But because I'm still coughing so much, I don't want to risk doing an ASMR and then like spluttering down your eardrums, you know? That doesn't sound pleasant. My hands scandalous. Well, look, I got gloves on. See? You can see one of my hands already. You see my hands every single day, okay? You see my hands every single... Well, you see one hand at least. Every single time I stream. How dare you call it scandalous? It's covered? Yeah. I'm not gonna take my glove off. Are you kidding? I'm not a freak. I'm not a freak. Three counting the phone? Wait, what? 3. My phone's not really a microphone. I think my phone microphone sounds terrible. Boo, give the people what they want? Yeah, I'm gonna give them my left hand. You guys see my right hand day in, day out. You guys are gonna get to see my left hand, so... The most important hand. Day was getting better now. I took some ibuprofen. Neck pain isn't going away. Oh my gosh. Okay, if it continues for a 3rd day, you should definitely seek out medical attention. Because 1 day, crooked neck, whatever. 2 days, okay, still getting to get rid of. But 3 days with a painful neck is something to be worried about. Left hand was too busy being in purgatory. Yeah, had to be sent down there for its crimes. What's the other hand doing? Just resting. What else would it be doing? Freak. You're an agile. Nah, I'm sorry. That's how the freak for real. Whatever. How do you even know that she has a left hand? Because you've seen it. You've seen it in brief passings by, okay? You've seen it very, very briefly. Whenever I take a step back from my desk, or whatever. Or if you've seen my full body photos on the internet. But any speculation is complete hogwash. Complete buffoonery. What is it? Complete, nonsense. Her left hand is definitely real. I drew it once. Exactly, see? That's how it works. Left is a prosthetic. She has one arm. I didn't have one arm. I had both my arms. I will not stand for this propaganda. But no, I hope everyone's had a wonderful day today. And if you haven't been having a wonderful day today, then I hope your day gets better. Think about this. Have you ever seen the right and left hand in the same room together? You know what? Yes, we have. Multiple times. You have both arms, I can fix that? No! I follow proper personal protection, okay? I go into the workshop fully suited and booted. I'm head to toe in PPE, okay? Just because I'm not wearing my goggles and mask doesn't mean they're just for show, okay? But yeah, no, I hope everyone's having a good day today. Like I said, I'm having a pretty good day. But despite me having like a good day, I feel like I haven't had anything interesting happen too much, at least. So hopefully your guys' days are more exciting than mine, but in a good way. Oh, I spent so long today because I had a bunch of extra time before stream. I had about half an hour of free time that I had, or about an hour actually, of free time before stream. And I am one fun fact about me is that I am obsessed with like glorps. If you know what glorps are, like the glorp cat specifically, I'm obsessed with this. In any scenario I get to use the glorp cat, I'm using the glorp cat. Let me bring it up. I love this little thing so much. I'm obsessed. There's a reason I added it as an emote over on Twitch. I love this glorp so much. I spent ages glorpifying people's cats for them, and I won't say it, but I say them. I did my first glorp today. I did my first glorp today, and it came out pretty well. I'm not gonna show the photo on screen because I don't want to dox my friend's cat. But it's so much fun. I was having way too much fun doing it. Also, my days are definitely interesting. I'm gonna spend over 2K today? On what? Also, hi Boko. Hi. He's so silly, he is. All the glorp edits are great. And you know what? If you want something to be glorpified, I will start a glorping business. Also, I'm so upset as well. I found out somebody who was making they were making VTuber glorp emotes. Like they were taking people's VTube characters and turning them into glorps. And the reason I found out, let me bring it up on screen so you guys can see some of them. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Like, look at all these. Oh, moving my furniture around. Look at. And the only reason I found out about these glorp emotes is because they were shutting them down. Apparently they got like a copyright strike from the original person that made the glorp, which is, you know, understandable why they took it down, but I am heartbroken because I just found this out. And now they're going. I'm surprised you only had one glorp emote, where there's others. Well, I think the others are great, and I will check those out right now. But my heart... oh yeah, the glorp shit one? Okay, glorp shit's pretty funny. Like, this is glorp shit! it's pretty good. No, for some reason, that's just the original glorp brings me so much joy. Every time I see it, I'm as I speak right now, I am beaming from ear to ear. I love this little thing. Wait, I'm good at spending the money on concrete blocks, sands, mortar, construction stuff. I see. Still, that's insane. Hopefully it's going to, well, I'm sure it's going towards something good, but yeah. You're coming okay? Knowing years you haven't stayed hydrated. I've stayed hydrated today. In the past, maybe not. Sorry. I think it's a thing of just making sure that I keep my window open more often. I think it's just the air is stagnating too often. Because like don't mean to brag or anything, but like I go out and I go outside, but I think just the air in my room specifically is stagnant. So just keeping an eye on that. But yeah, I forgot the baby pug name for this. I have no idea what you're talking about. Go out with flex, but okay, I know. Also, I'm looking at the glorps right now. There's evil glorp. I like evil glorp. There's glorp with a rose. There's glorp flute. Do I just replace all my emotes with glorps? There's oh my gosh. Who is glorp? Who are you? Anyways. Good day from the proud fatherland comrades. A good day, comrades. There are so many glorps. Oh my gosh. I need the festive ones. I need the spooky ones. There's a glorp, which is just yellow glorp. Perfect for Halloween. Beautiful. Alright, are you gonna... did you find out what makes you lightheaded in your room? Like I said, I'm coming up with theories. I've got theories, okay? I've got theories, but obviously, like, I won't know until things change. But, oh well. I thought glorps go back to the 1930s? My gosh, glorp's that old? Oh my gosh, there's a gambling glorp. Oh my gosh. There are so many... There's a gambling glorp. Oh, this is so good. What are y'all discussing today? Nothing in particular, just kind of chatting it up, you know? Currently talking about alien cats. And how... Oh, I just love them so much. I really, really love them. Maybe I'll shoot Chino one day, but in the form of a glorp, you know? I'll shoot, because I like to be very protective about everyone in my family's identity, including my cat, Chino. However, maybe I'll show you the glorpified version of him if I make it one day. Glino. Exactly. And also there are so many cute drawings people do of aliens. Like, specifically alienified other animals. Or just like the little green aliens. The ones that come to mind immediately is the person that I was talking about that made Love Song, which is of the two cockroaches on the paper boat, which you may have heard me talk about before because I love it. But I've forgotten, oh my gosh, I've forgotten the name of the person who makes them. But here we go. Guilherme Nunes. I don't know how to pronounce it. But they draw little aliens sometimes, at least I think they do, right? I think they do. Yes, they do. They do little aliens sometimes. I love the way they draw them. I've seen there was this trend going around where people were drawing this kind of like alien nun little glorp. They would just be like gleep glorp. And they were so cute. They were so cute. Like this little alien nun. Oh my gosh, the most adorable little thing. And the third one that comes to mind is this person who I actually don't know the username of them, but they were drawing a bunch of little green aliens traveling the world. I want to see if I can find one of them. I'm looking up words that I know. I'm looking up words that I know are in the tweet. Like I'm looking for the one with the camel right now, because I feel like typing in camel is gonna get me somewhere. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else has been seeing them, but it's been all over my feeds recently. They're doing these little alien drawings like every other day, every other day. I actually don't know, but there's enough that it's being drilled into my brain. When you say glorp, all I think is Glove Shitter from Star Wars. Oh my gosh, yes! My favorite Star Wars character. My favorite Star Wars character. Shout out. Oh my gosh, I remember that ages ago. My god, how long ago was that? Shout out to Glop Shido. It's gotta be like, really? Was it 2020? Wow, 2020 was 5 years ago. Oh my god. I can't believe Glop Shito's 5 years old. Are you a Star Wars fan? I am not. I just know I'm the only Star Wars... Okay, I'm gonna list right now every single Star Wars character I know. Jar Jar Binks. Jabba the Hutt. R2-D2. C-3PO. Darth Vader. Anakin Skywalker. Luke Skywalker. Princess Leia and Yoda. Yeah. That's what I know. You're so perfect, flipping cute. Ah, thank you, Robin. That's very, very sweet of you. I'm glad you think so. 202 was 250 years ago. 202 was 250 years ago? I'm so old. Not even... Ashoka? Ashoka? I don't even know how you pronounce that. Is it Ashoka, like the S and the H are separate, or Ashoka? Not even Padme? I've heard of her before. She's the one with the pretty dress, right? Is she the one that has like that really famous pretty dress? Or am I thinking of a different character? Ah yes, the finest characters pre-Disney purchase. Like I said, those are the only characters I know. Ahsoka. Gotcha. Pretty obscure those are, yeah. My favorite obscure Star Wars character, Darth Vader. Hi Mia, I'm currently in the process of finding all the yaoi to complete the last side quest. Congrats! So I can fight the super boss Morgan Freeman? What the hell are you playing? What the hell? What the hell are you playing? How about Boba Fett? Oh, I've had a Boba Fett before! Okay. I feel like... I feel like I can't talk about how I know Boba Fett without sounding like the biggest loser ever. or Django Fett. I feel like I can't talk about either without sounding like yeah. You just have to guess. Just Dance? No, it's not through Just Dance. I will let you guys know. I don't think there's anything Star Wars related in Just Dance. Oh, another Star Wars fact that I know is that the music in it is called jizz, right? Like the genre of music that they play is called jizz, right? Am I crazy in thinking that, or am I am I right? I hope I'm right, otherwise it's gonna be very embarrassing. Man, Shmi was in some weird shit. Who the hell is Shmi? Shmai? Shmi? Wait, nowadays Disney sells quote-unquote alien milk at their parks for $40? What the hell is alien milk? What the hell is alien milk? I don't want to drink alien milk. But no, I will share it because I think it's quite funny. The only reason I know who Boba Fett is because of epic rap battles of history. Specifically in the one with Darth Vader and the other person who I probably can't say. I think it's number 3, I think. You're talking about the Jizz Whalers? Yeah! Yeah, that's what they're called. That's what they're called. Oh, you not noticing me? I am noticing you, Robin. I'm looking at you right now. Importantly, have you watched Spaceballs? Top tier parody? I have not. I've not seen anything Star Wars related. The only thing Star Wars related I've ever consumed is many years ago. I played the first, I want to say like 2 hours of a Lego Star Wars game. Yeah. Speaking of milk, did you hear about the newest book? Morning Glory Milking Farm? Why the hell would I have heard of that? Why would I have heard about that? You mean Vader versus Austrian Painter? Yeah, number 3. Because in number 3, he has like a feature. For some reason, I don't know. There's like a feature of Stephen Hawking and Boba Fett. I don't know what they were going on back in like, what was it, 2013, 2014? But there was something in the water back then. It's some green milk or yellow or blue they invented in the fly. I'd be happier drinking pilk for free. I bet it's just milk with food coloring in it. I can give you guys alien milk. I can make alien milk for you guys. That's easy. That's easy. What the hell? My gosh. My gosh. So about what? The Jizz Whalers. It's people that play Jizz, right? You haven't watched the original trilogy? I have not. Like I said, I've not watched anything to with Star Wars. I've seen clips. Like I know about like unlimited power. I know the whole like I have the high ground. You know? Yeah. I think that's about it. I also know about like the R2-D2 screams from the Lego games. I feel like I know most of my knowledge about Star Wars either is through epic rap battles of history or the Lego Star Wars games. I know. I don't think any of my original knowledge has come from the movies at all. Oh, with the exception of that one stormtrooper who like bumped his head going down the stairs. I think that's the only movie-specific thing I know. Ayo? What do you mean? There's nothing to ayo about. I'm just being realistic. I'm being true to the source. Epic rabbis of history may have been more. Oh yeah. I would do shit. I would do absolutely abysmally in an epic rap battle of history. Bro, put me up against Darth Vader, I'm getting my ass beat. That's the second trilogy? What the hell is the first trilogy then? What's the difference? Oh, I remember really enjoying. I think I talked about this before, specifically the Bill Gates versus Stephen Hawking one. Kind of goes crazy hard. All the Darth Vader versus a certain Australian painter one. Australian? Oh my gosh. Austrian. Oh my gosh. Austrian painter. They go insanely hard. But like, obviously, it's not something that I could ever be like, oh yeah, this is, you guys should listen to this song. you guys should listen to this. Yeah, epic rappers of history. Mia Fenimore versus Jerry Steinfisher from Goblin Cleanup. Oh, I get my ass beat in any lineup, man. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby, and I am the coughing baby. How to watch Star Wars? You can watch the original trilogy and then the prequel trilogy. That's all you need. Gotcha. Gotcha. I don't know if I'll ever watch Star Wars. Because there's so much joy that I get out of telling people that I've never seen Star Wars. I don't know, it's just fun. And I don't want to lose that just yet. I don't want to lose my baby. My baby of telling people that I've never seen Star Wars. The baby spits bars with the hydrogen bomb splits atoms. That kind of goes hard. That kind of goes hard. The issue is whenever I think of epic rap battles of history, I now think of this one parody that I saw ages ago. And it's just unfortunately engraved into my head. I'm not gonna say what it is on stream because it's probably definitely inappropriate. But every time I think of it now, it just comes back. The first trilogy is the tale of Luke Skywalker. Second trilogy is the tale of Anakin Skywalker. What is their relationship? I actually never knew that. Wait, no I do. That's like the most famous part of the movies. Of course I know how they're related. Sorry, I'm dumb. It took me a second there. Epic rap battle, Nathan versus Ocean Whitlock. Okay, that is the only matchup I'd win. Don't tell her. No, I know that one. I know. Hey, I know 2 spoilers. No, I know 1 spoiler. No, I know 2 spoilers actually. I know 2 spoilers about Star Wars, and they both pertain to Luke and Anakin's relationship. But those are the only things I know about Star Wars, I think. Was it a really offensive one with a certain British famous guy? No. I don't think so. Anyways, in this house we deny the existence of Disney Star Wars just like we deny the war on Ba Sing Se. There is no war on Ba Sing Se. Also, I have no idea what Disney's done with Star Wars. They've made some new movies, right? And apparently they were shit, right? Spoilers for a 40-plus-year-old movie? You know what? I will always say this. Whenever I talk about movies, I always like to say that I'm saying spoilers right now. There are certain movies which I feel like you don't have to say spoilers for, such as Titanic, since it's based off of real life, and we know what happened to the Titanic in real life. Sorry. But just because somebody hasn't seen a movie doesn't mean I should inherently spoil it for them just because it's popular. And maybe that's an unpopular opinion in itself. But I will always put spoilers for anything. Which is why I'm not going to spoil Star Wars for people that haven't seen Star Wars like I haven't seen Star Wars. Yeah. And Darth Vader kills Dumbledore. No! No! Why did you say that? Why did you say that? Hot take here. All movies are worth watching blind to. You should be careful with spoilers regardless. Exactly! You get me, Squire! You get me! You get me! Spoilers for Marley and me. I watched all of that fucking movie without knowing the dog was gonna die. Fuck you! Broke my heart. God, I've never cried harder at a movie. But I think I only cried that much because I didn't have it spoiled for me. Every time they make a movie in the sequel trilogy, the director of the next one soft retcons it all and made it their own movie. It's literally a trilogy made of spite. I see. I see. That's just dumb, because then that completely eradicates all the stakes from the previous one. That's what I hate about retconning movies, okay? I think, yes, there are certain things you can retcon. That's great. But if you are constantly retconning everything, then that makes it feel like there are no stakes. So this is like spoilers for Marvel movies or whatever, but in Endgame, Iron Man dies. 07, whatever. But apparently, like, he's coming back again? Question mark? But like, he died, and like, that's what makes me so annoyed, is because that's pretty much the only thing I remember about Endgame. And that was so emotional. It was so heartstring pulling. And yet it's just gone, you know? It doesn't matter anymore because, oh, actually he's back. He's back in this. He's back in this new movie. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't get it. I don't get it. Are those emotions I felt not real as well now? Are you retconning the emotions I felt? Screw you. That was literally the first movie I ever cried at and I was like 10. I think I was about... I want to say like... I don't know how old I was. I was a few years ago. But I remember watching it with my friends from my school. And they were like, "Oh, you should watch this movie. It's a really cool animal movie." I was like, "Oh, I love animals." Fuck yeah. Good you. Wherever you are, Riley, I'll get you. I'll freaking get you. Also, hi, Mino, and hi, Ed. Welcome. Hold up, don't tell me Luke, Anakin were also your favorite characters, but they have a certain feature. Did they lose an arm? Maybe I need to watch Star Wars. He's coming back as another character, isn't he? Yeah, he's coming back as, what's his face? Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doctor Doom. But, like, I swear I could have heard somewhere that they were trying to make a new Iron Man movie or make him feature in a new movie. Which, if that is the case, that is bloody ridiculous. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm spreading misinformation on the internet. It is one of my favourite hobbies, to be fair. Once they open the multiverse can, nothing matters anymore. Exactly. It sucks. It sucks. Stop retconning your movies. Sure, retcon some small things, whatever. But if a character dies, and it's meaningful and it progresses the story in a meaningful way, don't just be like, actually, we can make some money off of this, so we're going to bring him back to life. No! Stop! Riley is such a rival name. It's my arch nemesis now. There are a bit of amputations. I see. Don't dox your age with moves, Mia. Some mechanics to do maths. Hey, just because I've seen an old movie doesn't mean I'm that old. You know? What's the oldest movie I watched, I wonder? I think genuinely... Wait, I think genuinely the oldest movie I watched was like came out in the 2000s. So even if that was true, I wouldn't even be old. I'm trying to think of what the oldest movie I've seen is. Oh, The Princess Bride! The Princess Bride is the oldest movie I've seen, which came out in 1987, which, quick maths, which I can't do quickly. Wait, what year did I say it came out in? 1987. So, I'd be 38 if I watched that the year it came out. Which... I hate to break it to you guys. I don't know how old I am, so... I could very well be that old, but who knows. The oldest movie I've watched is Metropolis from 1822. God damn, they were making movies back then? It's like me always said she's young and Sprite. I'm young and Fanta. Which, by the way, I just finished a bottle of Fanta. So good. Oh my gosh, I love Fanta so much. Which is weird because I don't like regular orange juice. I don't like regular orange juice, but I like Fanta. It's very similar to the way that I love tomatoes, but I don't like ketchup. I remember that Robert Downey Jr. increased his contract price after every MCU movie to try to get out of this series. Honestly, it was banger. They must have paid him a fortune to get him back. So wait, he was trying to leave the series. He was trying to leave the franchise. And they kept bringing him back. Then they finally killed his character off. And then decided to bring him back as a different character? Give the money to me! I'll play Doctor Doom! I'll play Doctor Doom! I can do that! Just put a mask on me. No one being any the wiser. What's his name? Victor? I can be Victor! That can be me! Just retcon it. retcon Victor Von Doom into Victoria. How orange is your Fanta over there? Not that orange. Our Fanta is like an orangey yellow kind of color. I know in America your Fanta is like radioactive orange. You don't kill off money making IPs, but they could have gotten a new actor. They could have gotten a new actor. Like an actor that's doing well. Why? Why? I don't get it. Is it the Freddy Fazbear can? Okay, I have seen the Freddy Fazbear ones, and I think I had one in the past, but unfortunately the one I drank today is not a Freddy Fazbear one. Alas. I think the earliest for me is a trip to the Met, maybe? 1802. Dang, you're old as fuck! They paid 100 mil to bring him back for a movie they waited too long to come up with the final script. That's insane. Oh, Trip to the Moon. Gotcha. That's insane. Doom takes his mask off and is a softly spoken British VTuber, a CG layered onto the cloak. Exactly. and I was just like, oh. Reed Richards. You took everything from me. And I fucking kill him. I think they might do some multiversal plot twist where Doom is actually an evil Iron Man from an alternate timeline. That is the only way, and I mean the only way, I would even be like, okay, whatever. So far, I'm like, okay, whatever. The only two possible routes they could take in where I wouldn't be insanely upset would be one, if they did what you said, Cedric, and went the multiversal route, or if they just never have him take off the mask on screen. Like, I know at the end of, spoilers for Fantastic Four First Steps, at the end of Fantastic Four First Steps is an end after credit scene where he's there with Franklin, the son of Reed Richards and Sue Storm, and he's there with mask in hand. So he has his mask off in that scene, but we don't see his face because he has his back to the camera. The only other possible way I would enjoy it, or even just be like I said, whatever, would be if they just never show his face. They can show him taking off his mask, but I never want to see that motherfucker's face on screen if they're not going the multiverse route. What is the MCU? The Marvel Cinematic Universe. I've been getting into it recently, I'm not gonna lie. It took me a few years, but yeah, I've been actually watching through a lot of the Marvel movies. I decided to do the most insane thing possible and start watching through the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe from the beginning. From the very first Marvel movie ever made, which is Howard the Duck. Which, by the way, is an insane movie, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. But if you want to see an absolute insane movie, watch Howard the Duck. The first 10 minutes, I saw duck titties. Like, I saw duck nipples. It's a wild movie, and unironically, a guilty pleasure movie of mine right now. It's so ridiculous. It's so dumb. By George Lucas. Exactly, Lupin. Or Lupine. Sorry, I don't... Oh, I'll just say Penman. Exactly. You get it. You get it. It was directed by George Lucas as well. The duck movie where a duck is trying to bang a human woman. It's crazy. It's crazy. I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to watch it again. I'm actually officially about to enter the MCU with the movies I'm watching. I got up to... I believe I'm like at the movie or 2 movies before the MCU starts. So yeah, and so far, my favorite Marvel movie so far out of all the ones I've seen is the Fantastic Four movie that I saw. Not Fan Four Stick or whatever. It was just the Fantastic Four. I've forgotten what year it was released though. And I'm gonna check it up. Fantastic Four 2005. That has been my favorite Marvel movie so far. Yeah. Howard the Duck is an isekai? It is! Howard the Duck is an isekai! This man, for people that don't know, this is the first 10 minutes, so I won't, this not spoilers really. In the first 10 minutes of the movie, Howard is a duck. He gets snatched, along with his armchair, into a different universe. Along the way you see duck titties, which is very important to say. And he meets a human woman and develops a romantic interest in her. That happens in the first 10 minutes. And this is a movie directed by George freaking Lucas. The one with Captain America is Johnny. Yep. But the thing is, I didn't see him as Captain America because that is Actually, the Fantastic Four movie is the first movie that I've ever seen that man in. What's his name? Chris Evans. I think it was the first movie I've ever seen Chris Evans in. Properly. I mean, I've seen Endgame, but I don't remember it. What I just hear? A duck is trying to bang a human woman? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You should watch it. Regular nipples or nipples and regular... Like, this duck has boobs. You see a duck in the bath with her duck titties out. She has nipples. She has titties. It's wild. It's the first Marvel movie and you see duck boobs. Anyways, I saw that ages ago. I had no idea what was happening. Me neither, but I surprisingly enjoyed myself. It was very much a case of, what the fuck is happening? I can't wait to watch this again. Did you watch the Blade movies? Yes! I love the Blade movies! I prefer... Okay, I haven't seen Blades 3 yet. I'm on track to, I think, next is... I'm watching Blade 3. But Blades 1, Blades 2, I loved them both. I think I preferred Blades 2 over Blades 1. However, I really wish they brought back the girl from Blades 1. Need that counterclockwise dussy? Yeah, let me get my corkscrew out. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. May I please and can give the duck say still a bird's poor duck detective? Eugene McQuacklin he knows what's coming for him. He better watch his little feathery tail. I'm coming for that duck. Sorry, that sounds so weird. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to say that. No, Howard the Duck is wild. Actually, let me bring up what Howard the Duck looks like. He looks like, what was the name of the guy? The Playboy guy? Oh my gosh, what was his name? The guy with the Playboy bunnies. That's what Howard the Duck reminds me of. Wait, Howard the Duck is the oldest movie I've seen. It came out in 1986. It's... oh my gosh. Hugh Hefner? Yes. This duck is like the duck version of Hugh Hefner. At least that's what he reminds me of. Let me bring him up. Oh, AVIF file? You want me dead? I don't... oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Mia down bad for the duck. I'm not down bad for the duck. This is I'm not a duck in this scenario. Guys, I'm not attracted to ducks. I need to make it very, very clear. I'm not attracted to ducks. Okay? Okay. Another Mia let me off my big account. What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I do? What did I do? Okay, let me bring this up. Oh my gosh, why is he so big? There he is. It's Howard the Duck. Do you like his little vest? Isn't he a cutie patootie? Do you guys like him? Back in my day, hero movies used to be gritty and dark like Spawn, Blade, and Daredevil. Good shit. I love Daredevil. I love Daredevil. I was watching that. That was my favorite. Daredevil was my favorite until I saw Fantastic Four. Honestly, still might be. I might bump it up to the same level. But I really liked Daredevil. Especially watching a training sequence backed by the vocals of Evanescence. Oh my gosh, incredible. Incredible. Hi, Red Blood. Good evening, good evening. But yeah, Spawn is incredible. I've made it no mystery that I love Spawn. I've actually not seen any of the Spawn movies. I just have the comics, and I love Blade. I love Blade. I think probably my favorite opening scene of not any movie, but one of my favorite opening scenes of any movie I've seen, definitely top 3, is the opening scene of Blade. Oh my gosh, if you haven't seen it, it's worth watching just for that opening scene. With the Bloods nightclub. Oh my gosh, it's so good. The blood rave goes hard. It does. The sprinklers everywhere. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's truly, truly beautiful. The really insane thing is that Howard the Duck is an actual DC character. He literally exists in the same universe as Batman and Superman. Wait, what? I thought... No, Howard the Duck's Marvel, right? What do you mean he's... Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean he's in a DC movie? What? But yeah. The Blades PS1 game got me scared for months though. See, I never had a PS1, so couldn't get me scared. Well, I see how it is. YouTube hit my comment about wanting to jump kick out with the duck. Wow! Wow, what the hell? You should never drop kick out with a duck. Hi, Suful, hi. I think hamburgers and cheeseburgers work well with fries. Me too. Me too. Hi, Mixed Family. Oh, not to derail the convo, but I'm guessing you don't listen to postmodern jukebox or anything? Background music reminded me you like jazz, not necessarily swing. I don't really know genres of music that well. I will say that. So there is a very high chance that I listen to the things you're asking if I listen to. I just don't know the genres by name. I've always been someone who I care deeply about music. Like, music is something that really is like an emotional thing for me. Sorry. And I think music is truly, truly beautiful and one of the most pure forms of art. However, I could not tell you a genre of music for the life of me. I just have people tell me, oh, you like this band? They're XYZ. I'm like, okay. And that's how I do. Mia, tell Long not to try how to get corkscrewed. You do not want to get corkscrewed by Howard the Duck. Trust me. But the main character, the main female character in Howard the Duck, Beverly, she is so beautiful. And I remember watching it and just thinking like, oh my gosh, she's stunning. Like, she is beautiful. And I'm just saying, Beverly, is it like Switzler or something, I think? Yeah, Beverly Switzler. I could treat you better than Howard. I could treat you better than Howard. Please. Give me a chance. She's... Oh, wait, let me bring her up on screen. Ugh, it's got freaking Howard in it. Of course it does. Oh, it's cropped. Oh my... Ugh. But look! She's so cool. She's so cool. Get that duck out of there. She's so pretty. A postmodern jukebox. Wait, what? A postmodern jukebox / Scott Bradley do like swing / jazz covers of modern songs. I quite like Creep, but their breakout song was all about the bass. Their rendition of Meghan Trainor's song. I see. I can't say I've ever heard of them. That Hair's World. She's a rock star. She's in a band. Oh, that's also important. She's in a band, by the way. Wait, I'll show you her looking. I'll show you her looking more normal, but she's in a. Don't ask why she's in bed with the duck. Like, are you kidding? Leave that bum-ass duck! Anyways, your BGM is stuck in my head whenever I'm sad or down. Hell yeah, that's what happens to me too. Whenever, but it's usually whenever I'm bored. I'll just have like, I'm like, maybe I was thinking of Duck Dodgers, maybe, because the whole reason I was watching Howard the Duck is because it's the first ever Marvel movie, and I think he makes a cameo. There, I've been told at least he makes a cameo very briefly in Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm looking forward to that. It's McFly's mum? Oh, wait, what? Is it? I've not seen Back to the Future. So. Leah Thompson is her name. Yeah, Back to the Future. Huh. I have no idea. I just recognize her name now that I say it out loud. Yeah. Wow, she did Back to the Future a year before Howard the Duck. Back to the Future walked so Howard the Duck could run. Or waddle, I guess. We gotta bring the duck thing back up when you collab with your parents. Please don't bring up the duck thing. They'll be very confused. And then they'll have to look at them in the eye and be like, no, it's not weird. For some reason, everyone's cool about Howard trying to go after Beverly or whatever. Anyways, that's besides the point. I gotta go make dinners back in a bit if you're still on. No worries, Pamela. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. The MC makes out with his mom in Back to the Future. Fact checkers? Fact checkers? Fact checkers? Hello? Hello? What? Make out it's one kiss. He kisses his mother? I mean, like, do you guys... It depends. It's like, it's a romantic kiss. Yes, that happens. Dang. We all know why she's in bed with the duck to spill it out. She doesn't bang the duck. Sorry, spoilers for Howard the Duck. She does not bang the duck. I'm sorry. Her and the... as far as it shows on the movie, her and the duck do not partake in a coitus. To be fair, you need to see his mum. Okay, I'm gonna look it up now. Because like I said, I think Leah Thompson in How the Duck is insanely attractive. And if this is only her a year earlier. Okay, let me look her up. Lorraine Baines McFly. Oh, she's very pretty. I still prefer her in... How the Duck. Dun, 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 dun. He should have been like Fry from Futurama and turned into his own dad. Okay, I remember that part of Futurama. I have not seen Futurama properly, but I remember hearing about that and being like, there's no way that's real. And then looking it up and be like, oh my god, it's real. And isn't it like he bangs his own, like, grandmother? And... or like his... It's weird. I'm not actually going to think about it. You know what? I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to think about it. Imagine there's a movie that set up a romance plot and then reveal them to be siblings. It would be crazy, wouldn't it? This definitely happened, like, hundreds of times before, I bet. Mia trying not person for challenge impossible. She's really pretty. Stream ideas of watch your long Back to the Future. It's really fun. It's by Rick and Morty. So I've been told. I don't know. I don't know. I've never just had the urge to see it. I had a slight urge to see it back in 2020 because isn't that when the future was supposed to be? Is in 2020 when like in 2020 is when they went into the future. Anyways, 2015. I thought it was 2020. Was it 2015? Wait. When did the future in Back to the Future take place? Dang, it was 2015. I thought it was 2020 for some reason. I thought it was 2020. Huh. Sorry, I guess I'm just dumb. The NES Power Glove isn't used anymore. The movie lied. Dang. I can't believe they didn't actually travel into the future. Frick, I feel old. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And we sort of have flying cars. We were robbed. I mean, if we had flying cars, wouldn't the traffic just be taken up into the air? But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a nihilist? Is that the right word? Nihilist. Hi, Danny. Hi. Oh, almost just accidentally joined. I opened up my Discord because I got a notification and I almost just joined AVC. You know who got my eyes when I was a kid? The actresses that played Kimberly and Zena or Zaina. I have no idea what that's from. Oh, it's 4 buses. Oh. I hope you get the next bus. My God. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good, thanks, Danny. How about you? Idiocracy is truly accurate time travel movie. I don't think I've ever seen a time travel movie. I've seen an isekai movie. Because I've seen Howard the Duck. I don't think I've seen a time travel movie. Specifically when they go into the future as well. I don't think I've even seen one when they go into the past. I'm trying to think of all the movies I've seen. I'm so sad it's raining too. This is cartoonishly tragic. Hopefully you live in an area where you could maybe get a taxi. Or there's shelter and you can wait for your next bus. But still, that really, really sucks. Isekai can be time travel due to time dilation between different worlds. Yeah, I think... Well, obviously, when Howard the Duck gets isekai'd, I don't think it counts as time travel. They seem to be in a very similar time period, just one with ducks and one with humans. 1,000 big hug for everyone. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. Lots of real estate in the air, as long as it's advanced AI is driving the cars, communicating with each other to stop crashes. True. True. But then if you do have... This is why I don't think flying cars would ever work. It's because if you got rid of cars on the road and replaced them with flying cars... Oops, sorry. Then you just have the same amount of traffic, but in the air. However, if you had cars on the roads and in the air, then also that wouldn't work. Because then what if a car in the air crashed? If a car in the air crashed, they would fall down onto the cars below and make it just 10 times worse. I don't get it. Now I'm gonna have it stuck in my head even more. Even more so. Also, sorry, I'm a bit out of it right now. Give me just one moment. Sorry. Okay, I'm good. Hi, week. Hi. That already happens with airplanes? What do you mean it already happens with airplanes? Don't say that. Don't say that. Everyone swapped to bikes. True. True. Everyone. Actually, no. I'm a big truther of. I'm a big public transport truther. I believe we should have more public transport and make it more accessible for everyone, because it's just so much more useful. No traffic, well, less traffic at least. And if we had more funding into public transport, then we'd be able to have more public transport, which means we could get to more places and it'd be there quicker. You wouldn't have to wait as long. Why more ecological? Exactly. Also, I just like walking. I really like walking. I'm just not a big car person. I think cars are cool. I'm not a big driving car person. But I really like walking a lot. And I think that'd be a big issue that I had if I was in any other place in the world. Because the UK is relatively walkable. However, anywhere else is a lot more difficult. And I think I'd be a lot more pressed to find a good place to, a good way to, a good country to walk around in. I mean, unless anyone wants to shill their country to me, I'm looking to move away. I'm looking to move away. So if anyone here is if anyone here wants to shill, just saying, please. Walking is too slow. We have a tool for that. It's called bicycles. Exactly. If you find walking too slow, bike. If you think biking is too slow, motorbike. I can walk like 2 hours and only change blocks. That's insane to me. See, that's so wild to me. And I understand that can be the case, but the fact that it is just, oh, it's just crazy. But hey, it's the way it be. It's the way it be sometimes. Give me a month or two, I'll see if I can buy or not. Wait, buy what? Vanessa Kirby in the new Fantastic Four movie was really attractive. Yeah. Yes. I just think there is so many... Okay, I think people have lost their definition of what they think is attractive. It makes no sense to me what people consider attractive now and what people don't. Because there is so many people that are getting the most insane work done. The most insane work done. And they look like caricatures. And I don't understand how people find it attractive. I mean, obviously people do, because people are there, what am I call it, like buying into that. But I don't understand the viewpoint behind it, I guess. There's so many trans people these days, yeah, and there are so many people who also ruin the way they look with insane amounts of plastic surgery. And I just don't understand. I just don't get it. How am I supposed to transport my 300 pounds of packaging for 200 pounds of goods? I believe. Just, you got it. You got this. By all means, Mia, please come to Brazil. Come to Brazil. I don't know about Brazil, but I definitely want to visit the Americas. I want to visit the Americas. I think it'd be nice. I just have Mary Zensky take me everywhere though. She's a dang sports car. I could get cross country in 2 hours. True. Get your Uma girlfriends take you. Uma. Anyways, sorry, I'm gonna get sick of my head. Come to Home Depot. I want to. You have no idea. You have no idea how much I want to go to a Home Depot. I've talked about this before. I know for a fact, I've talked about this before on stream, about how I want to go to a Home Depot. I want to go to a Home Depot so bad. So bad. But it's something that we don't have over in the UK. We have a B&Q. You know, you can do it when you B&Q it. Shout out. But I want to go to a Home Depot. I want to go. I want to travel to America. I want to meet all my friends. And I want to go to a Home Depot. That is my plan. Have Marizinski do it for me. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Marizinski. For me, it comes down to if they are sweet to me. I don't care for body appearance. Exactly. No, I get that. I definitely get that. The one thing that I can't understand, though, is why people are spending so much money on plastic surgery that gives them a different face. You know? Like, I can understand people wearing makeup or doing their hair and making themselves look pretty. I understand that. And I fully support that. But the way that people are just able to change their face into one that they just didn't have before, it's almost dystopian to me, you know? Do you think your friends could gaslight you into thinking your face is fat and buccal fat surgery would look good on you? I don't think I could be gaslit into that. I don't think I'd ever get any type of plastic surgery. The only type I'd ever get plastic surgery would be if it was necessary. Because I know some people have like plastic surgery on their noses because like part of their nose collapses and they need to have it. Like that is the only way I'd have it. I wouldn't choose to have it just for cosmetic purposes, if that makes sense. Find what attractive, specifically when people look like almost skeletons. Like they have to be like the skinniest with the it's specifically the cheek fat removal. You're right. It's the cheek fat removal thing. Maybe self-conscious, and I get it, but I will never understand how people are able to completely change the way they look into like something they're not. Like how people get surgery into making themselves look unreal. That I'll never understand. But I may be that may be an unpopular opinion, I guess. Maybe time the real version wants to come visit America to have a favorite American sex. Of course, if I were to travel to America and I saw my arch nemesis, immediate shoulder drop. it's just, no, so many of my friends live in America. And I really wanted to go last year. Well, I really wanted to, I really wanted to go to see, I really wanted to go to see something in New York a while ago. However, it was changed after we'd already done certain donathon things for something. It's, people that don't know, it's a long story, and it just kind of broke my spirit, I guess, and it broke all my plans for wanting to visit. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to go. I really wanted to go to America to see that, because I'm not going to go into it too deeply, but basically what was supposed to happen was I was supposed to be on a billboard in Times Square, which would have been so cool to see. It'd been so cool to see that. However, things got changed around, and they got changed to a much, much smaller thing. But only after we had been told that it was an event, and we were kind of rallying people, and people had donated for this. People had donated real, actual money for this. And yet, it just kind of all changed, so it kind of stunted my plans to go visit. But I mean, hey, in the future, if I ever get a chance to go to America again, then I'd still love to go, and I want to meet all my friends. You get your chance one day, yeah, I hope so. But yeah, you just remind me of a video I saw of horse girls fighting off Broly and getting destroyed. Dang. Dang. The horse girls I know would never. The horse girls I know would never. They would pull through. No one can beat the horse girls. Sorry, I've got it stuck in my head now. I've got it stuck in my head now. No! God damn it! Oh well. Sigh. Lucky gets travel? I don't, that's the thing. I'm just planning for the future. I'm really, really planning for the future. If you ever want to visit Belgium again, I want to drag you to the National History Museum in Brussels. We have nearly 90 iguanodon skeletons, one of the most complete stegosauruses to this day. What? What? That sounds so cool! Oh man, I want to see a dinosaur so bad. I'm thinking of traveling to all the museums I can. Whenever I go traveling, I want to at least go to one museum when I travel. Or like one gallery when I travel. I want to see some kinds of art or history for that area when I travel. And a big thing that I really want to see is dinosaurs. So if your country has a museum with a dinosaur in it, it's a big selling point for me. Okay? Okay, if your country has a dinosaur in it, I'm more likely to go to it than most others. The Natural Museum and Planetarium City. That's so cool. That's so cool. You literally have a world famous Diplodocus in London. What's stopping you? Oh no. Oh no. Lazy. I'm back. What I missed? Not too much. Just yapping. Also, I was trying to look up something. Sorry, I was trying to look something up. I'm trying to do work at the same time while I stream because there's some stuff that I need to get done today, and yeah, I was trying to get it sorted, and I completely forgot I was trying to get it sorted, and now I haven't done anything. So I'm just kind of rushing to do that now. Last time I was there, we had an unclear store, but it's been sold off now. That I never understand. I don't understand how things like that get sold. You know? Like, it's a piece of history. You shouldn't just be able to sell off a piece of history just like that, you know? It makes no sense, and it's dumb, and I hate it. It's dumb, and I hate it, and it's dumb. If something's a piece of history, it should be a piece of history. It should be kept in a place where history is kept and not sold off to some rich bloke. You know? Maybe that's my woke take, I guess. Maybe that's my woke take, but I don't know. I don't know. It just seems so not it's not dystopian, but it's just in a it's odd, it's weird. I don't like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it a bunch. Probably, to be fair. Probably overthinking it. But hey, it is what it is. I was all for research and private collectors. Okay, that's okay then. That's fine. I'm cool with that. They can sell it for investigation or to researchers. That is a-okay. I take back everything I just said. I'm sorry for raging. I'm sorry. I want to see feather dinosaurs, but wouldn't the feathers? I know people talk about feather dinosaurs. Like, there's been research insisting, oh, a lot of dinosaurs actually most likely has feathers, which is really cool. But I also know, like, it's going to be more difficult to see that, right? Because it's now in a point where everything's not decomposed. Is that the right way to say it? It's just kind of ceased to exist, though. Hi, Fenimo. Hi. They did that in the US last week, but at least it's going. At least it's going to another museum. That's good. Yeah, trading things between museums is a-okay. The thing I just don't understand is when it's just to private collectors. I don't like that at all. I don't like it one bit. Some museums do send extra exhibits to other museums or heritage societies. Yeah, and I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I just don't like it when at least big piece of history are sold to private collectors, like a dinosaur. Are you kidding? Like, that is major. I would understand like something being sold to a private collector, which is just like, oh, a small little like a small brass instrument or something. I would understand that. I would understand like a small pottery thing, maybe. Who knows? I wouldn't be too opposed to that. However, this massive dinosaur skeleton just going just like that? Are you kidding? I couldn't. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it. I think I might just be making this a big thing out of nothing. Also, please look up Dinosaur Radiator. Love it. Okay. Dinosaur Radiator. What is dinosaur radiator? Oh my god. Are you talking about the Thermosaurus radiator? Oh my god. Dinosaur radiator. Dinosaur radiator. Dinosaur radiator. Oh my god, they're perfect. They're so perfect. I want it. I want it so bad. I want it. I want Dinosaur Radiator. Would be a banger band name. True. He wants to join Dinosaur Radiator with me. I'll be drums. Bagsy. At least with private collectors, they're invested in that piece and love to know everything and share the best they can. Yeah, that I understand. I don't like when people have a private collection and they just do it to show off how wealthy they are. I hate that. But if it's someone who's genuinely interested in that, then go for it. Interior dinosaur radiator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. I want to eat dino nuggies next to it. Bro, you could cook your dino nuggies on it. Hi, William. Hi. It's cool. It is. It's part of I think it's part of an art gallery, right? Yeah, it is. Wow. I wonder how much it would cost, like, theoretically. Like, obviously, I know it's not for sale. But if it were for sale, I wonder, hypothetically, how much it would cost. Probably a ridiculous amount, right? Owning Dinosaur Radiator probably isn't in my ballpark. Hey, you got the reference? Of course, of course. Maintenance is really expensive, so sometimes selling pieces is the only way to preserve it. It really sucks. So true. And it does suck when that happens, because I think that museums should be well more funded. But I guess it's just the way the world works. Unfortunately, some countries don't really support museums that well. And it sucks. It really does suck. But as long as we keep going to museums and keep supporting the preservation of history, that's all we can really do at times like this. It'd be quite cheap. Metalwork is quite easy by now. You don't understand though, because this is like a one-of-a-kind. This is a one-of-a-kind art piece that is massive and also has been tested to make sure that it's safe to be a radiator. Like, I can't imagine how much testing went into that. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Sorry, give me just un momento. I'm trying to read through something that YouTube sent me. But they are confusing me. They're telling me I need something and I don't have their something. Ah, there we go. Never mind. I can see it. Never mind. I'm dumb. There's a Finnish heavy metal band themed around dinosaurs and kids love it. Bro, I'd love that. Bro, I'd love that. Are you kidding? That sounds awesome. I don't know, man. Ooh. Sorry, I'm looking up something. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Okay, I figured it out. I figured it out. Nice. I'm happy. I'm happy now. But yeah. Hi, Alpha. Hello, hello. It depends on the collector. Some take better care of the items than museum does sometimes, plus the items do. Yeah, it really depends. It's on a case-to-case basis. Hi, Legion as well. Hello. Not as much as you're imagining. 20 to 40k should get you one. That's insane. That's insane. What do you mean not that much? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? That is so expensive. I cannot even imagine that. Yeah, guys, you know what? I'm gonna start a donathon just to fundraise for my very own dinosaur radiator. Gonna fundraise my very own dinosaur radiator. And that's what it is. Anyways, so yeah, I think I am gonna have to end stream here. There's something I need to get to that's happening downstairs right now, so I'm gonna go do that. I can give you a best 10k me, but I'm gonna go have a head to be with it. Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. Look after yourself. Will we be invited to the housewarming party after it's funded? Of course. Of course. I mean, thanks to private collectors, things like Alaska 557 and the Vale of Rondel was probably misspelled with saves. Oh, dang, that's very nice. That's good. Thanks, stream, take care. Of course, I'm sorry it's a bit shorter today. Still getting headed. I am gonna figure out what that is. I'll miss you. I'll miss you guys too. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry this has been a bit shorter. I am gonna figure out what's trying to make me lightheaded. Mark my words. And it's not carbon monoxide. I've ruled that out. But there's about 50 things left to check, so yeah. Sorry, what you going to share? I have to go. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's cut short. Yeah, I have gotta do some of my family real quick. But thank you all so much for watching. On that bombshell, I'm gonna say goodbye, whether you're new or returning, whether you're chatting or lurking, or you stick with the entire thing or just join me at the end. I really appreciate you guys. We're streaming tomorrow. We're streaming some. I'm trying to think. Don't tell me. It's not Mega Bonk. It's not Helldivers. It's Blueprints. Oh, we're streaming Blueprints tomorrow. Yes. I'll see you guys for that. But from me, it is good morning. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye, everyone. Bye.